In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how brand new real estate agents can start getting listings fast. Hey, I'm Frank Kritzman, active producer and team leader here in Florida, and I teach agents every day how to scale and grow their businesses the modern way. If you're a new agent and you have a question, make sure you put it down in the comments and I'll do my best to make a video about it. All right, now let's start getting into the 6 ways that you can start getting listings fast, and I guarantee you probably haven't heard about the 6th one. So the first way you're going to be able to get new listings fast is by leveraging your sphere of influence. And when I say leverage your sphere of influence, I do not mean calling up your entire sphere and everybody you know and asking them if they want to buy or sell. I've never done that. I don't think you should do it. I don't think anyone should do it. I think it's just kind of goofy and comes off as disingenuous. So here's what I mean by leveraging your sphere. You want to get on Facebook, get on Instagram, and start posting things and just start making content and answering real estate questions. You know, you could make reels or posts or, texts, screenshots of tweets. You can do anything, but what you want to be doing is just positioning yourself as an expert, positioning yourself as the real estate expert that everybody knows. You could be throwing out helpful information, throwing out facts, starter guides, buyer guides, here's interest rates. There's so many different things you can do. One thing that I was doing specifically when I was first getting started, I was paying very close attention to the ratio of buying content to the selling content that I would post on my social media. Reason being is I wanted to post more stuff on the selling side. I wanted people to think of me as the guy who sells houses, not necessarily the guy who buys houses. Yeah, I want you to think of, I want people to refer me out if they have somebody who's buying or relocating to the area. But I just kind of wanted to subconsciously implant myself as the selling guy. I don't think it was a direct result of that, but I definitely think it played a part in me having the first 6 transactions I did were all listings. I really think that played a part. The other thing you can do to start getting listings fast is by going after for sale by owners or trying to help for sale by owners. Now there's so much to unpack with for sale by owners, but here's just a very, very brief guide. First, you want to call them. Second, you want to try to figure out if they actually have a problem that you can solve. Third, just make sure you go for the face-to-face, try to meet them in person, have some kind of conversation with them. And fourth, make sure you just ask for the business. That is such a general, brief overview, and for sale by owners can go so deep, but that will at least get you pointed in the right direction and just kind of get you in the right mindset. You don't want to come at it with the mindset of, I want to get a listing. Come at it with the mindset of, I can solve problems. This person may or may not have a problem that I can solve, and it's your job just to figure out and analyze if you can actually help them, and go over there, meet them, strike up a conversation, have some laughs, and say, hey, I know you're selling on your own and that's great, but I was just curious, what would it take to get you to hire a real estate agent? Would you be open to giving me a shot as your real estate agent? Something like that. Just try it. You just got to ask for the business. Third thing you can do to get listings pretty quickly is going after expired listings. Now, for a lot of new real estate agents starting out, money is kind of an issue and you're trying to balance spending. So one of the things you can do is just go on the MLS, see what expired, and go door knock them. Go to their house, knock on their door and say, hey, Mr. Seller, my name's Frank. I saw that your house came off the market. I was just curious if you were planning to interview agents. Do you still need to get your house sold? If so, here I am. I'd love to have a chat with you and see if you have a problem that I can help you solve. If not, have a great day. Just something like that. The other ways you can go about it, you could get real deep into auto dialers and buying the sources from outside lead sources like Vulcan 7, RedX, MyPlusLeads, just some other third-party source. There's lots of different data companies that will get you expired data for sale by owner data. But at a very minimum, you can go on the MLS every morning, see what expired, and drive to their house. Now, the 5th thing you can do to get new listings is by door knocking. This is kind of a dying art. There's still a lot of people doing it. Solar people do it a lot. There's a lot of real estate agents that still door knock a lot. One easy way you could go about it is in any neighborhood that you want to get into. Now, make sure you're not breaking any rules about wandering around in other neighborhoods, but say a house just went up for sale in a neighborhood. Here's what you do. You just go around to that specific house. You door knock all the 50 doors around and say, hey, my name is Frank. I was just curious if you had seen that house that went up for sale. I was just curious if you know anybody who's trying to move into this neighborhood. If so, this would be a really great opportunity for you to pick your new neighbor. Just something to get the real estate conversation going, and you just never know what's going to happen off of that. All right, and the sixth thing you can do to get a listing, and this is one that when I heard it, I thought the idea was genius because I hadn't thought of it myself. But here's what you do. You just get on your Facebook and ask your friends, neighbors, anybody who's in your direct area. Say, hey, I just got in my real estate license. I'm trying to get my skills up. Is there any way I could come by and practice my listing appointment with you? I just want to do a dry run of the appointment and just to get my skills up. If you'd be willing to help me out with that, that'd be great. Do it in exchange for some cookies or some brownies or something like that. Now, this might uncover a couple things. Okay, so first off, you might uncover an actual opportunity where someone in your sphere of influence is actually thinking about selling in the near future, and you are just going to go and do an interview on it, and they may end up deciding to work with you. Second thing, you might just do a great job at that appointment, and somebody is then going to think of you again as the selling person, the selling guy, selling gal, and maybe they're going to refer you to somebody they know if they mention that they're thinking about selling their house. And the third thing you're doing, if you're bringing a snack in exchange for you taking their time and kind of running that mock appointment. Now, again, this is what I tell people all the time, make sure you're always providing value first and not asking for anything in return until after you've provided value. But by bringing those snacks or whatever, you're bringing those positive vibes and that positive energy. You're just building that relationship and having a great time. And again, making a long-term relationship, long-term friend with somebody who's, they're going to put your name out there in the long run. So definitely going to benefit you. All right, those are the 6 ways that new real estate agents can get listings. And if you like this video, make sure you press like on it. And if you're curious about joining our record-breaking group, when we got mastermind calls every day and we have a huge group of agents who just want you to succeed. We got more real estate social media training than you can possibly handle. We got the most competitive splits out there. Not to mention that we got multiple opportunities for passive income potential. So if that's something that you're curious about getting all for free, make sure you find my information down in the description box below. Let's book a one-on-one and let's chat, see if it makes sense to partner together. It's only going to benefit you in the long run. Until next time, catch you later.